guys, my heartstrings, like, even as much as my heart was still set on the other guy in there, the one who won't claim me. In my heart, I'm like, yes, sis, but this person comes all the way from town A, was actually going to town B, and stopped by town where I'm at. And then, because I didn't answer, he walked away. I felt so bad. So he drove away. I was like, sheesh. Mate, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I said, absolutely not, sir. I said, you must be joking. I said, Leon Schuster, is that you? I said, candid camera. Where you at? Because this man must be joking. I don't know you, sir. You're not like putting labels on. I know, it sounds so stupid. You're not putting labels on it or whatever. You're just seeing what it is for what it is when it is, you know? Dumelang, and welcome back to another one of my random thoughts. My name is Lindiwe Tlamini, and you guys can call me crazy. This is Random Thoughts. I haven't done an intro in so long. Please forgive me. I've probably filmed this like 3 times now. Yeah, about 3 times, and every time I'm just adding more. I'm like, maybe I should do my makeup, and then I wanted coffee, and now I've wiped off my makeup so many times. It's like my skin is hurt. Also, I've got a pimple. But it's fine. Anyway, everybody, first of all, welcome to 2022. I'm so excited. You know her name. This was supposed to be my first video for the year. And then I thought, Linz, if you're gonna do the consistency thing, just rather post what you do have. So I posted an old video. But this was supposed to be my first. It was supposed to be, first of all, an apology for just going missing towards the end of the year. I had quite a lot on my plate, quite a lot going on. So I was just concentrating on me and taking some time, you know, just to focus on other aspects of my life. Because I know you think I'm a celebrity, but I'm a busy woman. Lies. My device crashed, my software crashed. I had some edited videos that I lost. I had like a lot was going on towards the end of the year. So I was just like, you know what? Let go, let God. What's meant to be is meant to be. What stays is supposed to stay. What you've lost is fine. You'll create more content. You'll redo some of the other ones. And it's been, what's the word? It's been liberating to just like not stress, because usually I've got a lineup, like I know exactly what I'm gonna post, when I'm gonna post it, whatever, and things just didn't work out that way. So I just decided it's okay, it's fine. You don't even need to do damage control at this point. Like, you'll fix what you can when you can, but for now, you know, concentrate on other parts of your life. And so I did that, and here I am, back and better and bigger and better than ever. That's how I feel. Anyway, so I think I just want to wish everyone well wishes, compliments of the new year, success, joy, peace. Oh, can we find peace? Peace, people. Peace in the new year. Money. May God give you all the money, or whoever you believe in. May they give you all the money in the world, and just like success and good things, guys. Thank you so much to those of you who've supported me. If you remember, if you've been with me since the beginning, you'll remember that this is how I started. I was fixing my eyebrows. I was doing something, sort of like a get ready with me, and I just decided to tell the story. And that's kind of how Random Thoughts started. So here I am, back at the roots. Very excited to have the opportunity to be here, safe, alive, and able just to create content, right? So jumping into today's story, I'm gonna tell the story as my story. Ne? I'm not going to I'm not going to like discredit or whatever anyone in this video. There's a person I'm not very happy with from the story, so I'm not gonna pretend I'm a happy person or whatever. Like, I'm not about their behavior, and I will discuss that. But for the sake of, you know, their privacy and whatnot, they don't need publicity in their lives. It's not like they're famous people, but I don't need anyone knowing who they are, right? So it starts off once upon a time. I'm not gonna give like dates and dates, timelines, places, people's names, none of that, right? So it starts once upon a time when a girl had a job. So when I had a job was one time, and I had this colleague that I loved so much, hey? Like she was lovings of my life. Let's call her lovings. So Lovingsy, we're always joking with her, talking about love lives and how men are so horrible and all that. And one day, so we were working at different branches the one time, and Lovings is like, listen, I met someone, a customer, I'm gonna give him your number. So I'm like, Loving, stop playing, man. And she's like, no, you're always going on about me, I'm so single, my life. So backstory on that, I was technically single, technically. It was a thing of, when you're in this talking stages with a guy and you haven't like officialized shit, like you're still talking, like you're seeing each other. So you're not like putting labels on, I know, it sounds so stupid. You're not putting labels on it or whatever. You're just seeing what it is for what it is when it is, So that was happening. So I'm always telling her, girl, I'm single. And it depends on my mood whether I'm like ready to mingle as well. So whatever, she gives this guy my number, this customer. Let's call him Asshole. So she gives Asshole my number. She didn't know like that he was an asshole. No, nobody knew. And so Asshole doesn't even contact me for like, I don't know, days or whatever. Because when he does, I'm like, excuse me, who are you? And he's like, I got your number from Lovings. And I'm like, I don't know who you are or what you're talking about. Lovings would never do such. And I went back to Lovings, and Lovings was like, remember the guy I told you about like a week or whatever back? I was like, oh, okay, yeah, that guy. So I go back to him, and I'm like, oh, you're that guy. Wow, okay. How are you? Whatever. So now I'm involved with this other guy. I've been talking to this other guy. So technically, I'm single. But I think in my heart of hearts, if I'm being serious, guys, I was young and naive and whatever. If I'm being honest, I was like holding on. Like, I'd ask this other guy, like, yo, so when people ask you, if you're in a relationship, what do you say? And he'd say like, nah, I tell them I'm involved. And I'm like, right. And be like, hey, so I might move away. So what do you think of that prospect? And he'd be like, yeah, nah, you gotta do what's right for you. Like, I was fishing for him to like want me there. Anyway, so he wasn't giving me the vibes, but we were still talking. So when I started talking to Asshole, I wasn't technically in a relationship. I wasn't like, it's complicated. Anyway, so Asshole has my number now, and we're talking, but we're hardly talking. Né? It's like here and there that we're talking, and we're talking. I don't know, our talks were like, hey, how's your day? Sorry, really tired, chat later, kind of thing. And so then it was mostly like, hey, so when are we going to meet up? When am I going to see you? I look forward to seeing you. I look forward to seeing the kind of person you are, that kind of stuff. And for the most part, I was playing defense and like, I don't know you. You don't know anything about me. Why are you acting this way? Just because Lovings gave you my number doesn't mean you're a good guy, because Lovings doesn't even know you. Anyway, but we're vibing. At some point, my phone breaks. I lose my contact. So the kind of job we were working there, I was giving out my number. I would get like, I don't know, 2-3 phone calls. Not phone calls, like text messages every day from numbers I don't know. And I have to be extra nice to everyone because I really don't know who it is. It could be a customer, it could be like a store manager, whatever. So, alright, whatever. He texts me now. And I'm like, hi, who's this? On my new device. I'm like, hi, who's this? And he's playing games like, take a guess, don't you recognize? Like, stupid shit. And I was like, okay, I actually don't have time for this, so whatever. And he's like, it's me, asshole. And I'm like, oh, which asshole is this? Because he's got a very common name. He's like, the one, that Lovings wants to set you up with. I'm like, oh. So now I'm a bit more comfortable with him. It's my second device. I've spoken to him before. I don't feel so thrown off or whatever. Anyway, so we're talking, but it's like hardly talking. And it's, if I'm being honest, we spoke for like an hour in total. Like, I'd never heard this man's voice, never anything really, never heard his voice, never seen his picture. He's never sent a voice note. I sent him a voice note. He's never sent a voice note, none of that. So I already knew this person, and our talks were like 10 minutes per session, and then I'd have to go do something, or he'd have to go somewhere or whatever. He'd be busy. Anyway, cut to this other day. He's like, listen, I really do want to see you and stuff. And I'm like, yeah, listen, I don't want to waste your time. Because now at this point, my heart is pumping for that guy I was talking to. Because now he's coming through with the, I feel like I care for you or whatever. And I'm just, oh my gosh, he cares for me. So stupid little naive me. I'm like, listen, I tell asshole, I've moved away. So yeah, sorry. I don't want to waste your time and lead you on or whatever. This is not, this is not going anywhere because I'm now in a different town. No, come back to town B. So I'm like, oh no, absolutely not. First of all, I don't know you. Secondly, I told you I literally re-shifted my entire life to come to town wherever I am. And you telling me to come back to town B just so that I can see you, a person I've never met. I said, absolutely not, sir. I said, you must be joking. I said, Leon Schuster, is that you? I said, candid camera, where you at? Because this man must be joking. I don't know you, sir. Because I think that's weird, right? Okay, apparently I was the only one. Because a few days later, he's like, listen, I'm going from town A to town B, but I'm going to pass through town wherever you at. So if you like, I can come see you. I said, sir, you won't come see me? He said, yes. I said, but you don't even know me like that. He's like, well, it's never going to happen if I don't come see you, so I'm going to come see you. So I said, okay, I heard you. And so he was like, yeah, no, so I'm going to pull through, what. I said, on what date? He said, yeah, that date. I said, that's a very special day for me. You like, it's a very special day for me. You should get me lunch. He was like, oh my gosh, I'd love to. You're a princess. Princess deserves lunch. I said, I know, that's right, because me, I like food. I was like, I know, that's right. So, okay, cool, whatever. The day before comes, we check, are we still on for tomorrow? Yeah, sharp. So that day, we had arranged to meet at 3. So now, at around 11, he sends a message on some trip got cut short. I'll be there in 30 minutes. Girl, I just woke up. But okay, he says, no, so he texts me, trip cut short. Don't, I'll be there in 30 minutes. So I panic. I go bath. While I'm bathing, the man calls me. So I missed the call. I get out the bath. I text him, hey, sorry, wasn't ignoring your call, was bathing, where you at now? He sends me a whole entire text on some, no, thing is, I didn't want to make you feel uncomfortable, and I didn't want to force you to meet me if you didn't want to. So when I called you and you didn't answer, I got my answer that you don't actually want to see me, and I made peace with it. So now I'm heading towards town B. You guys, my heartstrings, like, even as much as my heart was still set on the other guy in there, the one who won't claim me, in my heart I'm like, yes sis, but this person comes all the way from town A, was actually going to town B and stopped by town where I'm at. And then, because I didn't answer, he walked away. I felt so bad. So he drove away. I was like, sheesh. Wait, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. But he called me one time, not multiple times. Rod. So I'm like, I'm so sorry. Oh my gosh. When I come back to now I don't even say when I come back to town B. I'm like, I'm gonna make sure I come to town B, and when I do, I'm gonna make sure because I did have errands to run or things to finish up in town B, but it wasn't a priority. But now, after I heard this man's feelings, I was like, what kind of person am I? My mom raised me better than that. I must be a woman of my word, a woman of stature. So now I'm planning trips, girl. I'm like, for the sake of not feeling guilty, I'm gonna make it to town B and go see asshole. Okay, whatever. So he says, listen, don't worry about all that. If you want, I can come from town B to town where you're at tomorrow. I'm like, girl, what? He's like, yes. I'm really serious about meeting up with you, and if you're sincere in wanting to meet up with me, then I don't mind taking the chance of going all the way there, and not be disappointed by you. So I'm like, geez, mate, okay, this is huge. You're moving fast. I mean, he was moving crazy, but he was moving fast. I said, okay, sir. But honestly, I cannot actually tell you what I'm going to be doing tomorrow. I might be working. I might be traveling. I had trips set up. So I was like, I actually don't know. So I'll talk to you. I'll tell you if I'm free tomorrow. And then the next day, I had other plans. And the next day, my trip started. So it didn't work out. Now I'm realizing it was my ancestors protecting me from assholerism. That's what that was. That's what that was. Okay, Shapo. A couple days later, I get a phone call at like 2 a.m, something. I'm like, who the is this? Who's gonna call me at this time of the morning? I check my phone. First of all, you're waking me up. I check my phone. It's asshole, because at the time I'd had his number saved on my new device, and it was asshole. And I was like, asshole must think like we mad tight or we friends or something. Like, I know I feel really guilty that, we didn't meet up or whatever, and it was my fault and he came all the way through here. But like, also, Mr. Sir, I never promised you my heart or whatever. I never said we are now people who can call each other at 2 o'clock in the morning. I was mad, actually. So I don't answer, whatever. I can't remember if I got another call or something. I got text messages. At that point, I think I either put my phone on silent or on airplane mode, went back to sleep. I was like, yes, just some people, I'll deal with them later, whatever. Get over it. Next morning, girl. This is where I need like that dramatic music. Dun dun dun. Girl, the next morning I go into my WhatsApp and I check now my messages, and I'm checking, okay, who was this that was contacting me, and why were they contacting me at this time? Because what the fuck? So I go to my WhatsApps, and on my WhatsApps I've got pictures coming in from asshole. I've got a voice note. I've got screenshots. So I'm going through everything one by one. First one is like a minute something long voice note from this lady who says, I don't know what the F is going on between you and my husband, but you better stop it before I put a stop to it.